Often we can forget that as adults, it doesn't matter how good our intentions are behind our don'ts and no's, because the children are still left feeling wrong or bad about what they did. And in most cases, they weren't even being intentionally naughty. So what way can we avoid making them feel bad while still making sure that they follow the rules? Well, this skill is made up of 3 parts. The first, tell your child what is needed or how it should be done. Second, tell them where or when it would be acceptable to do what it was they were doing before. And number 3, then give them a choice of what to do now instead. An example could be jumping on the bed. Please sit down, the bed is for resting on. You can jump on the trampoline outside or on a pile of cushions. Or can you think of somewhere else that you could jump safely? Would you like to go out now to the trampoline or play with your jigsaws downstairs? So what this skill does is actually very clever. When a child is accused or blamed for something, their defences go up and they will reject all suggestions from you. So instead of saying, don't jump on the bed, that's naughty, you will need to ensure that they are listening to you and not wanting to start a fight. So just say what you need them to do now. Sit down, please. And then where they can jump. Beds are for resting. You can jump on the trampoline or some cushions. For some children, you might want to add, or is there somewhere else that you can think of you can jump? So the little phrase in there, beds are for resting, is the key here that unlocks them listening to you without resentment. Because you are simply expressing that the bed is truly intended for resting on. You're not accusing or blaming your child. You're just saying jumping is appropriate outside on the trampoline or on the cushions. More importantly, wording it this way means your child will understand you do not want them to stop having fun. You are simply giving them the direction so they can continue to have fun. The result is that they will listen to you, remember what you have said, and choose to have fun where it is more appropriate, like choosing to jump on a trampoline instead of on the bed or couch. Another example could be if your child draws on walls. And you can say, crayons are for drawing on paper. We keep paper and colouring books in this drawer over here. Would you like to draw on a sheet of paper or on your colouring book? Or can you think of somewhere else that you could draw? And then maybe they will think about drawing on an empty cereal box or on something else. You can even forward paste this technique. And usually this is effective with children who are about 3.5 years old or older. An example of this could be if they are splashing water out of the bath and you can say, water stays in the bath. You can splash outside on a sunny day in a paddling pool, or we could fill up water balloons and when they burst, they make a big splash. The next day that it's sunny, which would you rather, pool or water balloons? So look, if you do find yourself in a situation where something is only appropriate at some time in the future, like in this water example, just be sure to follow it up with a transition question about what it is they can do right now. So, after your child thinks about which they would rather do on a sunny day, pool or water balloons, turn their attention back to the present by asking, and now you can blow your boat along the bath water or wash your dolly's hair, or is there something else that you can play while in the bath? This way, they move into the next activity feeling empowered by their choice instead of feeling wrong or guilty about splashing the bath water a moment ago. Another example of forward pacing with this skill could be for a child who wants to watch too much TV. You can say, the rule is 1 hour of screen time every day. On some special days, we might watch a lot of cartoons back to back. Will we plan to watch lots of cartoons on your birthday? And then after the answer, you can just say, okay, that sounds fun. We'll look forward to that. And now, what would you like to do today? Play with your jigsaws or outside on your bike? Or is there something else that you could do today that you can think of? So now take your time again, take out your journal and think about some examples of your own which you can practice. The third skill, which we'll be talking about tomorrow, encourages perseverance and a growth mindset.